From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Aaron Reeves.
I always thought that one dog breed they showed with the really long snout, that those were pretty interesting. Not sure what the breed is, but nonetheless, I've always found those to be kind of interesting. Another interesting thing is our lake story. Most of them in pretty good shape, with the exception of the three with the smallest drainage basin, and that's, of course, the three we've been talking about. I mean, it's just got to rain just in an exact spot. The others can get river water from a longer distance. But hopefully we can get some good rain in those areas, just not during our holiday. But I can't promise that. At least a little bit is possible. More on that in a bit. Illinois River, here are the levels, depending on whether you're going in at Chewy or down towards Tahlequah. That's what we're looking at right now. And then over the next few days, once again, I can't promise we won't see some rain. But notice, it's not going to be super widespread. There'll be few and far between, just isolated, the scattered chances, just kind of here and there. Don't cancel any plans, of course, but just kind of be aware at certain times. We can't rule out just a passing shower or rumble of thunder really through about the middle of the week. Then we might see some better chances Wednesday night into Thursday. But hey, by then, we're back to, well, I mean, I'm at work now, but most of you are back to work by then and through the holidays. So that's what we're looking at as far as that goes. 4th of July itself. Seasonably pretty hot, isolated storm chance. It's going to be a little stuffy out there, but at least we'll have a little bit of a breeze to help out. Right now, we're looking at 90 pretty consistently around the state, some 80s as well. 95 in Shreveport, El Paso, sitting hot at 103, of course, it's dry heat, right? And we do have this front moving through. Behind that, drier air. Ahead of it, we're still humid. And as this rolls through tonight, we're going to see the potential for an isolated shower storm to kick off. Right now, you got to go all the way up to Salina, Kansas for that, or over into north central Arkansas where there is a severe thunderstorm watch. And if we get anything developed tonight, could see some wind and some hail, but not expecting those to be severe. But we will be watching nonetheless. 90 westerly breeze right now, dew point at 68. So once again, still pretty stuffy, not as impressive as it has been, but still a little rough out there until you get behind that front. We're in the 80s and 90s. As we take a look at the dew point temperatures, that'll tell the story. Upper 60s to low 70s ahead of the front. You get behind it, that's a comfortable heat. We're in the 50s for dew point, so it feels around or even cooler than it does. And those temperatures feels like are in the mid-90s across eastern Oklahoma. Once again, it feels like what it is out in western Oklahoma with the drier air. That front comes through tonight. Notice 1 or 2 storms trying to bubble up along that late evening into the overnight hours. The front continues to slide southward. We'll wake up into the 60s to around 70 tomorrow morning. And then as we roll into the afternoon, the front kind of still down to the south along the Red River, so far southeast Oklahoma. 10% chance of a shower storm. Up around Tulsa, that chance like 5% or less. So that's what we're looking at. Upper 80s to low 90s, mid 90s Monday. Once again, an isolated chance. And then Tuesday, an isolated chance with mid 90s. It'll be kind of a warm, humid day because south winds return by then. And temperatures get even cooler toward the end of the week. We'll be near to or below normal as we head towards the late part of the week. Keep in mind, normal this time of year, low 90s, so we start looking 5-8 degrees below that. Hey, we're in the mid 80s. We'll take that, right? And then as we roll into the precipitation chances, those do go up, and then we just kind of see off and on chances for isolated to scattered showers and storms in the next weekend as well. So we're going to get a little bit of an active time, but then once we get through this, if I could go beyond to like where I'm standing on that graph, things look like they get hot again at that point in time. But by then, you know, we're in mid-July. That's what we expect. And rain chances, totals-wise, mostly less than an inch. But under some of these more intense downpours that could get going here or there, can't rule out an inch, inch and a half in some of those locations. And then going forward, just slight chances the next few days. As we take a look at those, then we'll see things towards the middle of the week kind of kick back up with coverage and rain and storms at that point in time, but we'll see some cooler weather. So just kind of overall, kind of around par for the course for this time of year. Just a little bit in the way of some isolated to widely scattered chances. So just kind of be aware of that. That's your forecast. Now on over to sports.